Dare to play. Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. This is my Center of Operations.
Is this not working? It was working and then it stopped working.
My desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That'll tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
Okay, thank you, Nancy, for that intro. Even though, like it says in chat, she was a little shy at first. I don't know why it didn't pick up the window, why it decided that it couldn't find the window for that. So I didn't get to do the cool thing where you'd see the opening of it, where they do like a splash of the cover art. But anyway, hello, welcome or welcome back. My name is Paris. And we're starting not only a new game, but a whole new series. Nancy Drew. There are, if I'm remembering correctly, there are 33 Nancy Drew PC games as of now that are out. The first one, this one, technically not exactly this one, but Secrets Can Kill first came out in 1998, and they did, I think it was like a few years where it was just one a year, and I think it was in the early aughts where they then got to a point where they were releasing 2 Nancy Drew games a year for like over a decade. And yeah, this is a like childhood series for me. I jumped in when the ninth game, I believe it was the latest one to have come out. So yeah, single digits still in the number of games that were out. And I always had such a fun time with this. Although the funny thing is, I've never read a Nancy Drew book ever in my life. So, with the other half of this being a book club, I'm finally getting to dive into some of the Nancy Drew books, and maybe I'll want to read the ones that didn't serve as inspiration for the games. So, yeah, like I said, this game originally came out in 1998, but then in 2010 they did a remaster because when it first came out, they actually didn't have 3D models for the characters. They were 2D. And that was the only game that was like that. Every other game got full 3D models. But for the first game, the characters that you interacted with were all 2D against the background. So this is updated that. It's also updated the UI and menu. You definitely did not have a cell phone back when this game came out in 1998. And so you will see as we go to the second and up to, like, whichever game was released in 2010, you will see the graphics degrade some, but that's just part of the charm. And you'll see a different UI, which I forgot wasn't in this one. Yeah, oh, sorry, my mistake. I see in chat. What do you mean? I totally had a cell phone when I was 5 in 1998. They were everywhere. Touchscreen cell phones, too. So yeah, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the book itself that this game is based on is the same title, but it's not from the original uh, Nancy Drew books. It's from a series that, judging by the covers, I feel very positive in saying that this was from the 80s, or at least started in the 80s, the Nancy Drew files. And this is the first one over there. So it's Nancy Drew Files, #1, Secrets Can Kill, by Carolyn Keene. And my personal intention, I mean, this could change. This could change. We'll see how it goes. Right now, my intention is to play the game first and then read the book. I don't really want to do it simultaneously because then I want to get my wires crossed, especially while I'm streaming and talking, because I don't want to talk about things that happen in the book while we're playing. I want to save that for like our book club stream. And then the early games, there are quite a few that I haven't played before or only got a little bit of the ways through, so I don't know what the mystery or story is. So not knowing how much they have pulled from the books, I don't want to get spoiled for it that way. I want to come into the game not knowing the, who done it or what the puzzles are or whatever. That's just my personal thing. Obviously, you are free to do however you want. I will just ask that if you do read the book before or while I'm streaming the game, don't talk about specific things that happen in the game. I mean, that happen in the book versus the game. We want to save that for the book club stream, which will happen after we finish every 2 games. I think that wraps that up. I guess I'll say this here in the hopes that I listen back to this and remember, because I did want to try setting up a bot for the chat where you could do like the command like !book, and it'll tell you like what books are associated with the games, like the current 2 games, and like what we'll be talking about in the book club stream. Because some of these at the beginning, like I said, this book is called Secrets Can Kill, and this game is called Secrets Can Kill. They're just a 1-to-1. Sometimes it's like a little different. Like I believe there's one game that's called Danger by Design, but the book it's based on is called Death by Design. And then there are other ones where they are completely different and share no common words at all. So you'll be like, what? I don't even know what to look for. So I'd like to have that information that you can just like grab on your own in the chat as needed. And yeah, I think that's it. Let me know how the audio is for these later games, at least. I don't know I'm pretty sure it won't be this sophisticated when we jump back to the older ones. But right now for this game, I can change the settings for voice, sound effects, and music. So if any of those are too loud or too quiet, I can go in and tweak them. And I think that's it. I've got my little notebook here for solving puzzles and codes that I need to write down, because there are a lot of those. I don't need the how to be a detective. Yeah, this is
to get from one place to another in the game.
She's talking.
Just
sorry.
In this game.
Oh no! How do I get out of here? Sorry. Thank you, Nancy. You're trying to be so helpful, and I appreciate it. But I did not want that. Yeah, we got a scrapbook here, which we aren't going to look through in this game because it's supposed to be about like all your previous cases. Yes, I see in the chat. You and Nancy. Shh. Shh, Nancy, we don't need that right now. We got a little lamp we can turn on and off. We got a model ship and this Venetian mask. And this mug. Ooh, shiny. Ooh, oh! I found some money. I'm glad I moused over that. Hell yeah. Amazing. All right. Let's look at the case file, which I think Nancy might take over for us. Oh, nuh-uh. No, she won't. All right, current assignment. A student named Jake Rogers was killed at the local high school last week. An undercover detective by the name of Beach asked Aunt Eloise if I could go undercover to investigate the murder. I'm posing as a new student to see what the other kids may know about Jake and his untimely end. And then we've got some pictures of what will be key locations. And is there, yeah, so we have a little journal, in-game journal.
Check.
And a little task list, but we're going to be playing Senior Detective. So it's a little bit harder. The difference between them, the story isn't different at all, but the puzzles are harder and you don't get a task list. So that kind of like gives you hints and reminders of like what to do next or what to investigate next. Yeah, I think it's just completely you don't have a task list at all, rather than just being like a very simplified version. Yeah, I've played enough. I've played over half the games. I can do Senior Detective.
Dear Dad, who would have dreamed taking a vacation to visit Aunt Eloise in Florida would result in another case? Seems a student named Jake Rogers was murdered at the high school last week. And an undercover police detective wants me to pose as a student to search for any leads at the school. So it's undercover I go. I'm calling this case Secrets Can Kill. Love, Nancy.
All right. Oh, and we're here. Okay. The music is loud to me, so I'm just turning down my headphones, but let me know how it sounds for you. Alright, is that... No. Okay, this is a note from our Aunt Eloise. Nancy, I had to close the school library early today, but if you need to do any research for your case, the key to the library is in the safe. Remember not to enter in a wrong combination. Underlined. Be careful, Aunt Eloise. Alright, I see in chat that the audio is good so far. Hooray! Got a clock. Okay, can't interact with that. Can we look in these drawers? Ooh. Oh, got some Greek letters. I don't know them off the top of my head. I believe that's Kappa. Oh, Sigma Phi Kappa Delta. Here's the thing. I do remember, especially in the older ones, some of the fonts are atrocious to try to read. So, Paseo del Mar University and the Sigma Phi Kappa Delta sorority cordially invites you to attend the 25th annual Sigma Phi Kappa Delta sorority reunion, Saturday, the 23rd, the Emerald Crest Ballroom, Paseo del Mar Country Club, Paseo del Mar, Florida. Round robin golf tournament starts at 3:30. Reception and dinner at 7 o'clock. Dessert and dancing immediately following. All right. And we can turn around. Let's see what else is here. Okay, we're right in the entry way. Yeah, seen in the chat. No breaks, only dancing. Okay, what's down here? Oh, is this safe? Oh, aha! See, the thing is, I don't remember what's... the letters are. Okay. So someone looks like a 6, then Phi Kappa, and then like the music note. Okay. Our first puzzle! Hell yeah. Ooh. Ideas. Well, I hope that's the key. Ooh, is this another puzzle? Oh my gosh. Sorry, I know there's like a murder we need to solve, but what if I did this? Okay, so this pink is on the right side. Well, whatever. Although this is like the top corner. I think I'm just, okay, actually, what I want to check, we'll see, will they, okay, it completely resets, okay, cool. Well, we don't need to do that right now. Let's, I don't want to spend too much time doing that. Reminders. Talk to Jake about library books out of order. Call Nancy to get flight number. Call Jackie about Spanish schools. Jake's the kid who died. So... that must have been before shit happened. Okay, I hope I'm not supposed to be able to read those. Oh, found some money. Oh my gosh, this old TV. I like how we're not in the reflection at all. Nancy, a vampire confirmed? What was that? I saw the hand. Ooh, teacher's lounge. Hell yeah. We can get into the teacher's lounge now. See, this is why you gotta look everywhere. Ooh, more money. Anything over here? Hidden clues are everywhere. The haunted ghost bridge. Strange things have happened on this bridge. Some people have reported hearing screams and cries from below the span. Others have reported ghostly figures looming at the end, and even others have felt a cold tingling sensation throughout their body when crossing. No one is certain about the origin of these sightings, but the first documented case of spectral phenomenon occurred around the turn of the last century, when a troop of Girl Scouts camped out here. All returned with their hair turned white. None of the frightened campers spoke a word until a year later. A year! At first, the girls just babbled incoherently or screamed or laughed. A psychiatrist specializing in traumatic experience was asked to examine the girls, but the girls would only say one phrase: follow the X to the spot below. Totally not a clue. And these letters down here are probably totally not a clue. I guess I'll write that down. So sorry in advance, there will be pauses. writing things. I need to focus my brain. Follow X. And then what is that? Z V P E B. Right, I see in the chat. Are they sure it wasn't a hair dye mishap? Yeah, and they're just too embarrassed. They know they'll get in so much trouble with their parents. If they say they decided to just like bleach their hair. Okay. Let's go. Oh, never mind.
Nancy Drew, Detective Beach here. How are you?
Good, and yourself?
Frustrated, Nancy. I need some leads, and you're my man. Well, woman, teen, student, whatever. I'll be at Maxine's Diner. Come see me when you found out anything. All contact should be through me.
Can do. So what's our cover?
Our what?
Our cover. Who should I say you are if anyone sees us and asks?
Oh, right. I'll be your uncle. Uncle Steve. I gotta go now. If you need anything else, come see me at Maxine's. I'm wearing glasses and a green striped shirt.
Alright. I wonder, there must have been a phone. Oh, probably... There must have been a phone. Like, in this entryway. That you got contacted on. Instead of your cell phone. Yes, new gender unlocked, student. Or new gender, teen. Oh, this is our little map. So that's our aunt's house that we're staying at. Here's the high school. That's got to be Maxine's Diner. He said to come see him when we had any information, and we have 0. So let's go to the high school. Ooh, fighting manatees! Yeah, the little icon for this game is like, and this must be their mascot that we'll hopefully be able to see. You'll have to see it in game. It's like a manatee, but it's got boxing gloves. It's so cute. What's this? Learning is the only thing the mind never exhausts, never fears, and never regrets. Da Vinci. Ooh! Money hidden in there. It was probably like some kid was like, ooh, I could probably hide something in there and come back to it later. Not when Nancy's on the case. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna take it. Hey, who left that there? And who didn't clean it up? Can we look at closer at any of these? No. How about these? No. The thrill of victory! Alright. I guess let's go this way first. Chat, Nancy Drew steals kids' lunch money confirmed, not clickbait. And then boxing glove manatee is amazing. It is. I really love that. Surf club. Anything? Oh, there is something. I'm just... Okay, so we've got... Alright. Oh. It's just all backwards. Right, left, down, up. Letters. First, the... Oh. Up, down, left, right. The first letters will help my plight. And then it says, HE:U2. Okay, let me write this down. Up, down, left, right. The first letters will help my plight. HEU2. Okay. Chemical safety procedures. Be prepared in advance. Okay. Ooh. This has tape over it, but it got pulled off. I wonder if... Wait, is there one that just had a lock undone? I want to open that one! Their lock is undone! But, I think it's probably safe to assume this is the locker that belonged to Jake. Okay, so we have the gym and the library this way. Ooh, Honor Student of the Month, Hal Tanaka. Men's 5th Annual Judo Tournament, school schedule, student bulletin. Ooh, there's the... You can kind of see it. It's still a little tiny. Okay, another message. Find them. Or... Find them or... I don't know what that Ornin is supposed to be. Something... And then ends with T-I-O-N. Is it and discover another crime. The answer is in black and white. To who will do the time? Oh, find the morning edition and discover another crime. The answer is in black and white. To who will do the time? Okay. Find I'm getting all these clues that mean not a lot to me at the moment. I haven't talked to anyone or gotten any other information, but when I find these clues, I'm like, no, I gotta see what's happening. Discover another crime. The answer. do the time. And then we have IRD2. Okay. Homecoming. And bathrooms. Another Fighting Manatee, sophomore book sale. Ooh, this one is actually a code. Alright. Yeah, see, in chat, they might not make sense now, but the brain blast when the pieces come together will be great. Yes, it will. Okay, so this one actually looks like it's coded. Not just like written backwards or the letters. So now I'm looking. Okay, so it's S N E S N D I N R O A I, and then it's KRL2 above it. Library and study dome. Maybe we go down here. Okay, so there's like a central place. Yeah, and this is another thing. They do a lot of like, they put a lot of like art or pictures that fans do or did in game. It's very cute. Ooh, numbers. I wonder if these correlate to just letters in the alphabet. Like, what's the 15th letter? I'll write it down and then I'll see. 15, 12. Well, maybe let's try first. So it would be C, and then O-O-L. So cool, cool, pop. Cool, cool, pop. S-P-O-T. Cool, cool, pop, spot. Let me write that down. Let me erase what I was starting to write down. So cool, cool, pop, spot. G. What's before? So Grape. Cool, pop, spot, grape. And then Y, D3. '50s dance at Maxine's Diner. Okay, here's the library. Oh, here's another. Okay, grape, orange, cool. We'll play the alarm in the school. Okay. Grape. Yeah, you saw the boxing gloves. There they are. I can't look at that. Grape, orange, cool. Play the alarm in the school. ZRR4. I guess let's go. We can check what's in the library. Oh, do I have to? Haha. Oop, didn't mean to go forward yet. I wanted to look at it from here. Alright, information desk, student art exhibit. Share the discovery of reading. Okay, so we don't need anything in here, so I'm gonna leave investigating this fully for later. And this was the student dome or something. Ooh. Ha ha ha. Oh hey, someone's here. I want to look at this first. Debate team. The debate team meets on the first and third Wednesday of the month. There's also a county competition held at Paseo del Mar Community College on the last Wednesday of each month. For more information, see Daryl Gray. Just say no. Get involved. Ooh, school news. Seniors, all entries in art exhibit must be picked up at the library on Thursday. See Eloise Drew for information. Ooh. The hidden videotape will seal my murderer's fate. That's very suspicious. The hidden videotape will seal my murderer's CR1. Tutoring available. Math team. Meets every Monday and Thursday at 2:30 in the study dome. See Hal Tanaka for more information. That's the honor student of the month. And I think it's this guy here.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. What's your name?
Hal Tanaka. Actually, my first name is much longer than that. But I want to fit in here in America, so I chose Hal as my nickname. I'm a Japanese exchange student.
Why do you think it's easier to have an American name?
I want to be part of the culture and succeed in this country.
Why do you admire Americans? Okay, he didn't say anything about that. Should we jump right into what's been going on in school lately? I totally haven't heard that some kid got murdered.
So, what's been going on at school lately?
A murder was committed here. Everyone is very stressed out.
See, that's such a normal way to introduce yourself. Right. I heard about that. Some kid named Jake. Let's do that one.
I heard about that. Some kid named Jake?
Oh yeah, Jake Rogers was a dark soul. He created a lot of trouble.
What do you mean by dark soul?
What do you mean by dark soul?
Jake wasn't a happy person, and made others around him very unhappy too.
How did Jake make people around him unhappy?
Jake was an ijimeko. In English, you would say a bully. He wasn't very popular. I'm behind in my studies, and I must get back to the library. Bye, Nancy.
Oh, okay. But you're still here. I have to go to the library. Keep sitting here. All right. Which way did we come from? Is there only one way here? No, there are two ways. Okay, we came from that direction. Right? I seen Dark Souls? Maybe. Here's another. Is there... Senior essay contest. Ooh. Put... elements... in order to open puzzle. Is that supposed to be underlined? Puzzle TH? I guess. Okay. Put elements in order. Is that what it said? Yeah, in order to open puzzle TH. And then it says ZN D1. Okay. What does that say? You can do it. They make him look so unhappy while doing it, though. You can do it, but at what cost? Don't forget the snacks. Is that what that says? What's in here? Ooh, there's the... Sorry, we don't care about you. We want to see the manatee. There's a good picture of it. There's probably some fans that submitted pictures. Here's more stuff. Student news, events, clubs, info. I can't look at any of it? Oh no, I can look at that. Friends and family are invited to come to the 5th annual picnic of the Paseo del Mar Junior High School Marching Band. Meet in the parking lot at 9 in the morning. Picnic will take place December 8th at Walden Reservoir. Woodwinds and percussion should wear full dress whites except for hats. Brass recital is set for later. LA U2. Okay, so that's... there's no code there. Just okay, so I guess I'll just put it somewhere here. YouTube. Yes, I see a Jet Marching Band mention. Yes, always love a marching band mention. Oh. Pop, grape, orange, soda, cool. Seems like that might have something to do with those other codes we found. Ooh, whoa, so much money. I mean, I say so much, but these are like quarters. Okay, let's talk to this person.
Hi, I'm Connie. You're not from around here, are you? Usually, Paseo del Mar High is really quiet and boring. Lately, it's been totally out of control.
It's been totally out of control. Is it that obvious?
Is it that obvious I'm not from around here?
I'm a school monitor, so I have to notice these things.
I see everything she says. Well, there's a manatee about to punch her in the back. Connie, watch out! The manatee's about to punch you. Things must be pretty hectic.
Things must be pretty hectic for you right now.
Obviously. Once this whole thing blows over, it'll be back to the same old routine.
Doesn't it concern you that murder is still out there, roaming the halls? Oh, so we're saying we think it's we're blaming another student. You don't seem all that concerned about a classmate who was just murdered.
Doesn't it concern you the murderer is still out there roaming the halls?
Don't make me laugh. Just because I'm a girl doesn't mean I can't handle myself. Jake finally met his match.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, his match?
Jake Rogers was a total creep. Nobody liked him. I gotta go now. Later.
What a way. That guy got what was coming to him. Okay, bye. Alright. That's so normal. But I mean, maybe he was a total creep. Not saying I don't believe he was a total creep, but it is a very weird... What's this? Maintenance room. Means to authorized personnel only. But we can go right up to it. I feel like we'll go in there at one point. Let's hopefully remember where this room is. It's by Connie. Have we looked at this? See, that's gonna be the thing now, trying to remember that if we've seen everything. The Roaring Girl. Dr. Deception. I was like, Dr. Decepticon. I'm so Transformers pilled. God. Transformers on the mind constantly. Senior essay winner. Student files under lock and key will show the lies of the Doctor to be HFL1. Student files under lock and key. Okay, so who? Exactly. Chad, it's you saying lyrium when you meant opium while playing Red Dead. Yeah, yeah. It's just your brain goes a certain direction. Okay, student files under lock and key will show the lies of the Doctor to be. And then it's HFL1. Oh, where did we come from? That way. And that's the maintenance, okay. We hit a dead end. And now we've circled back around. Okay. There was another way we could have gone over here. Because I remember I turned this way. So we can go further. Okay. Oh, upside down. Okay. Nowhere to turn to, nowhere to hide. Let the books in the library be your answer guide. That someone must hide reflects. Oh, okay, so it starts at the bottom. A symbol of kanji worn with great pride reflects big secrets that someone must hide. To keep up his to keep up his what does that say? Keep up his something H O R O D S. Okay, well, to keep up his something, even if it something. God, this is the writing. To keep up his something, even if it something. To did what it took. Okay, I might come back to that one. But I'll write down the KR1. Oh, we can just, okay, we can turn around. I was like, why did they have me here? Join the track team. Out of order. The Crane School of Self-Defense, training that gets results. 555 Judo. Judo for men and women of all ages. There's a guy.
Whoa, a new girl at school. Do you realize what destiny has brought you today?
God.
Yours truly, Hector Sanchez. But you can just call me the Hulk.
No. No. And I'm not gonna ask a follow-up question about it either. I don't care to know.
How did you know I was new here?
Hey, you're talking to the man, the #1 football player in the state of Florida. I know all the beautiful girls at Paseo Del Mar High. Are you kidding?
Who do you play? Nancy. What do you mean, who does he play for?
Who do you play for?
You are new around here. I play for the Manatees, one of the best teams in the state. I leave the others in the dirt, man. Soon it's college ball, and then the pros. Showtime.
One of the best teams in the state?
Hello? Paseo Del Mar High School has been Florida's #1 football team for the last 4 years.
Hello?
I've been trying to get the coach to change that lame mascot ever since I first made the team.
What? Why are these my options? Did he say something about not being afraid and I blanked out? Is there anything you're afraid of? Are you sure there's nothing to be afraid of? I'm not tripping, right? Also, yeah, I see in all caps in the chat he disrespect the manatee. You're not worthy of the manatee.
Is there anything you're afraid of?
Me? When I walk down the halls, it's punks like Jake Rogers who fear me.
Are all football players as aggressive as you are?
Are all football players as aggressive as you are?
You have to be aggressive if you want to win. That's why I'm the best. Is there anything else I can enlighten you on?
So, what's been going on at school lately?
Somebody killed Jake Rogers.
Yeah, the guy you just said that should be afraid of you. Oh, let's ask, do you know why he was killed?
Do you know why he was killed?
I'm sorry Jake's dead, but I can't waste my life worrying about it. Sorry, can't talk now. I gotta go to practice. Later.
Do you know why he was killed? Sorry that he's dead, but I can't worry about that right now. A little too intense there, my guy. Alright, I think that's everyone here. So, let's go to Maxine's Diner. Good coffee, hamburgers. Oh, and there's this person we can talk to. Wait. Okay, no, we'll talk to everyone and then we'll call that. Okay, she is writing down all of these things too, but I have them as well, and we have suspects. Maybe we'll go over them.
Welcome to Maxine's. I'm Daryl Gray. I don't think I've seen you here before.
My name's Nancy Drew. I just moved down here.
Then you'll be attending Paseo Del Mar High. I'm your student council president. If there's anything you need, just let me know.
Thanks. I might just take you up on that offer.
So, what can I do for you?
This is the guy that's on the debate team. I remember from reading the bulletins.
Tell me about Maxine's.
Maxine's is the best diner in Florida. The place is usually packed. I guess all the police that were camping out here scared the kids away. Now there's just a creepy old guy hanging around wearing an ugly green shirt.
Daryl, that's my uncle. That's so funny. What a first impression to make with someone. You're like, yeah, no, there's just this old creep hanging out around here. And they're like, that's my uncle. Should I do it? That's so funny.
Daryl, that's my uncle.
Oops. Oh, sorry, Nancy. Quick, Daryl, change the subject.
That's okay. No offense taken. You said there were a lot of police here. What happened?
One of the students was murdered in the school last week.
Sorry, I also love his completely out loud, like not quiet or at all. Quick, Daryl, change the subject. You know, it's that thing where I've seen this a lot in my playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2, where it's like you're sneaking past enemies and like following someone who's like, follow me to get past them. Then they say like so loud, they're like, be quiet, keep down, come on, follow me this way, when there's like guys 2 feet away from you. And it's like, I know logically it's because they don't want to actually lower the volume of the character's voice who's like giving you important directions, but it is funny in practice when you're sneaking and there's a guy right there that will shoot you on sight and your ally is like, shh, hurry, keep your voice down. Okay, one of the students was murdered in school last week. Who was murdered?
Who was murdered?
A senior named Jake Rogers. He worked here, but I didn't really know him. He kept mainly to himself.
Who did it?
Who did it?
No one knows, and the police are keeping pretty clammed up about it. But my resources say they're calling in some special detective. Maybe even the FBI.
A special detective, you say? Yeah, the chat said. Also, I love how he claims it's the most popular diner in Florida and then basically says the only customers are the kids. Yeah, but I mean, it is such a like... I feel like when this is probably the only place you've been in this, I mean, I don't want to say a small town because I don't know the size of it, but it's like if they've only ever been here and this is the most popular place, like in town, it's like I don't want to call him by his nickname. Hector? Was that his actual name? Hector? Or he was like, I'm the best. I mean, I know that's a little more, they can like have statistics backing it up. It's like, I'm the best player in the state. We're the best team in the state. It's like, you know, it's not gonna be, it's the best in the county. Everything's gotta be the best in all of Florida. Wow, you must have some special contacts. Does this Jake guy have any enemies? Let's say you have some special contacts.
Wow, you must have some special contacts.
Just special enough to see beautiful women like yourself.
Okay. Yeah, what the fuck does that mean? Can we go the rest of this game without any more flirting at me? That would be great.
What do you mean?
Get it? Contacts? I'm
Oh.
wearing contacts that let me see pretty women.
Oh, no, that totally...
I should get back to work. Nice meeting you, Nancy.
Hey, hold on. I want to talk to you about everyone else. No, they make me call him Hulk. No.
Do you know Connie Watson?
Not that well. She keeps to herself a lot. I've always thought there's something mysterious about her. Kind of the same way I feel about you.
Thanks. I'm already seeing someone.
Thanks for the compliment, but I'm already seeing someone.
That's cool. I'm just saying, not playing.
I'm just saying, not playing. God. Can you tell me about Hal?
What can you tell me about Hal Tanaka?
Hal's an exchange student who's all scholarships and study. He's very intense about becoming a doctor.
How well do you know Hector?
How well do you know Hulk Sanchez?
Big guy, big muscles, big dreams. A lot of football scouts have been coming over to watch him play. He must be under a lot of pressure to perform.
See you later.
Bye, Nancy.
Woot! Strolling. Dance, dance. Spin wheel. Okay. Barnacle blast. But what if I need my money? Shit. I spent... I don't know. Oh my gosh. Ahoy, matey! Your job be to scrub our barnacle-ridden decks by blasting them out of the way with your magic ball! But be on the lookout for creatures and objects with special powers. Scrubbing a chest increases your paddle size. Scrubbing a mine decreases your paddle size. Scrubbing an enemy slows down the magic ball. Scrubbing a whirlpool speeds up the magic ball. Good luck and start your scrubbing. Okay. Oh, okay. I control it with moving my mouse. Okay. Oh my gosh, that goes so fast. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Ah, ah, ah! Gotta get my money's worth. Shit. This is it's so fast. And oh god, and you control it with your mouse too, so it's like you can move the paddle super fast as well. So it's, oh gosh. This music. Oh gosh, no, come on! Yes! Oh my god. Level 2. I like that they just keep letting me go, though I don't have to keep paying. Fuck. This is also a big part of Nancy Drew. The mini games and getting stuck playing them. Instead of solving the case, like, hey, we've got, oh my god. Like, we got stuff you need to investigate. And you're like, hold on. I need to play this arcade game. It also does make it very funny That it's like I said, the guy here in the diner is my uncle. So Daryl knows that I know this other guy, and I'm blatantly ignoring him. Okay. Next time I die, we'll stop. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, we're gonna quit. Goodbye. Yes. Yeah. Chat Uncle Steve glaring through the diner window. No, I don't want to leave. Please seat yourself. Oh my god! No, we're not gonna try to sneak into the kitchen. It's not even sneaking, we're just blatantly going in there. How do we... There we go. What the fuck is this music?
Uncle Steve!
Nancy! Why, I haven't seen you since, for a long time. How's your...
Aunt Eloise. Oh, she's fine. And Dad says hello.
You're staying with your aunt, right?
Yes.
So, what do you got for me?
Well, I was hoping you could debrief me on the investigation.
Oh, sure. I'm just a bit... Well, my undercover assignments are usually not so... suburban.
I understand.
The victim was a senior named Jake Rogers. As usual, none of the family, teachers, or students know about any enemies he may have had. Nothing came up from searching his home, computer, cell phone, or locker. His bank records tell a different story. He had a fairly large savings account and a lot of cash deposits. We suspect he was involved in something shady. Drugs, gambling, or blackmail. That's where you fit in. Talk to the students and see what you can find out. We think he might have kept information about his activities in a notebook or journal, so keep a lookout for anything like that. Anything else?
Could you tell me the combination to Jake's locker?
Well, like I said, we already looked in his locker. There's nothing there.
I know, but I'd like to see for myself.
Then you'll need to figure it out by yourself.
Wow. Well, fuck you, Steve.
Bye-bye.
Be careful.
Okay, can we call from here? I forgot you can change the backgrounds of your phone. Oop, that's a... These are... these last three are maybe future places we'll go to. Oh my goodness, we'll do the canoeing. Purple. No, I gotta do the blue. That's like the classic Nancy color. Let's call Ned Nickerson, who we've alluded to. This is who Nancy is dating.
Hello? Is this Martha Winterglassen? Who is please calling me?
No. I'm trying to reach Ned Nickerson.
Nancy, it's Ned. I thought with you being undercover and everything, I had to take on a different persona.
Ned, I'm the one who's undercover, not you.
Okay. I guess I'll just go undercover vicariously through you, which for some odd reason feels very deja vu-ish.
It'd probably be a good idea if you didn't mention my assignment to anyone. You never know who may be related to this case, even up at Emerson.
Your secret's safe with me, along with your heart.
You're such a sweetie.
Enough lovey-dovey talk. It'll make me miss you even more. So have you found any homicidal secrets yet?
Nope, bye.
Bye, Ned.
Bye, Nancy.
He asks a question, we go, bye. Oh, sometimes it's very funny. these games. But that's Ned. And he and some other characters that I won't spoil will come up, and they're people that you can talk to and kind of like bounce ideas off of, and sometimes that's how you have to like progress, because they'll give Nancy an idea or something as you talk to them about the case. And it's also a way that can just kind of give you hints if you're stuck on something. And they just have silly interactions as well, like Ned pretending to be taking on a different persona as if he's the one who needs to be undercover. It's very funny to me. Okay. So we've got our suspects. So we have Hal, an exchange student who seems to be under pressure to succeed. We have Connie, a school monitor and really dislike Jake. Hulk, or Hector, comes across as very competitive and not very fond of Jake. Daryl Gray said he didn't know Jake very well, but seemed shook up by Jake's murder. He also said Jake worked at the diner, which is interesting. And then Daryl said Hulk's under a lot of pressure to perform well for the football scouts. Oh, Jake worked in the library. Okay, so let's go to the library, and maybe that's like the only place we haven't really looked at further. Yeah, he had a large savings account. She is keeping track of not the entire notes, but those letters. Okay, let's head over to the library. Or perhaps we will take a break here, actually. Because these are pretty short games, but I know I am making things longer by, you know, talking about things, stopping to write things down, but they are pretty short. So like I have played this game, this one before, and like my time apparently took me 4 hours to get through. So I think maybe doing a little under 3 hours for this stream would actually be for the best, so that we can have like another full stream, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I am pausing a lot to talk and things. We aren't super far in currently. We've only really just started, but I expect like these first games especially are probably on the shorter side, as they were like getting their footing of finding like how to balance things and like how long they wanted them to be. So anyways, we'll take a break here, and then we'll be back to snoop around the library, maybe find out some more stuff from, maybe Jake has left something there that the police haven't seen, and then we'll figure out our next steps after that. Maybe everyone else will be willing to talk a little bit more. All right, let me switch over. And yeah, I also have all new screens specifically for Nancy Drew, and they're really fun. I love the magnifying glass, and you'll see as we go through, but I'm gonna change like the picture to the cover art for each game, because the cover art's so good and so beautiful. And it is one thing I'm kind of sad about, that I don't have the original boxes anymore that I had with these games. But at the same time, that takes up so much space, but like the art, the cover art for these games is always so pretty, and I just want to showcase it, so I decided that I'd have them for my screens, like the start, break, and end screens as we go through these games. But yes, break time, be back in 10, and then we'll continue on. All right, welcome back. We're on our way to the library. And here's the locker that Uncle Steve wouldn't give us the combo to, even though he has it. Because, I don't know, he's just being a jerk. Anyways. Oh, I have to use the key every time. Oops, I keep doing that. And I don't want to go forward that way. Why did the music change to being intense? That made me think that we suddenly, like, something is happening. Magazines. Is there Sports Today? The insanity of steroids abuse. I don't want to read that right now. Honestly, see, chat library threatening, then boss battle, fist fight the librarian. That's our aunt. That was the real reason she called us here to help with this. She's like, Nancy, I have to fist fight you. Maps. Oh, goodness. If anything happens to me, search under my combo. Search under my combo in catalog. And then it says NAL3. Also, I saw in chat about this police officer not telling us the combination. Is he's just jealous Nancy's a better detective than him. He is. Okay, search under my combo in catalog. We don't know this combo. So it seems like all of these notes are from Jake. Is there anything I can look at here? No. Monsters, werewolves. The reasons for lycanthropy. Psychology plays a significant role in lycanthropy. I am a donut. Oh my gosh, that's funny. The danger in keeping secrets. Japanese traditions and customs. The key to picking locks. L.E. Grand something. I can't read that. The secrets of something. And then we see what we believe. Fun word problems. Paseo Del Mar school code and regulations, and then process of elimination. I'm using process of elimination to assume that's what that says. Secret symbols. Relics through the past. Don't want to read these books. Journey into the Mind, The Ultimate Detective's Handbook. Hey, I need to read that. Yeah, I heard the music change too. It's in chat. Oh, the music is funky now. We must dance Battle of the Librarian. Perfect Alibi. I have no idea what that says. And then in German, The Fall, a murder mystery. Terror in the Tropics and the Voyage South. Okay. I think some of those are probably just like fun references. The truth is in here! I need to read that one. Oh, can we go? There we go. Jake was here. Chemistry. Ooh. Things to remember. Me. The answer to my fate lies in the box. A matchbox behind Maxine's schedule holds the first step. My messages hold the remaining 18 steps. The elements tell the order. The letter and digit tell the direction. Jake Rogers. You too. Yes. Things to remember, and then ME stands for Mass Effect. Exactly. Can I look at those? I can't look at those other things that he drew in there. Elements. Okay, so these like little letter combinations we've been finding, they're probably all elements. Like we have He, helium. We've got K, potassium. We've got Na, sodium. We've got C, carbon, and so on and so forth. HF, yeah. La, yeah. So this is gonna tie in to something. And it's about the elements being in order. He said in his note. And it said somewhere else too about elements being in order. What was it? Yeah, the element, or put elements in order to open puzzle. But then it also had TH underlined under that, which I don't know if that was a mistake or not. Okay. So I don't think we have all that. We don't have an idea of like what they're actually used for. I just want to see if anyone wants to talk more. Okay, so we can ask them all about each other. Cool. Let's do that. I want to do that. Talk to everyone here about each other. Get all the dirt on everyone, or you know, whatever they're willing to share at this point. And then one of the things in Jake's note said to go to Maxine's diner, and there was something behind the schedule.
Have you heard of Hulk Sanchez?
Heard of him? Hulk holds the conference record for quarterback sacks. He's been the state's #1 player since he was a freshman. He's also a candidate for a big university, even with his injury.
Injury?
Hulk got hurt a few weeks ago. Ever since that game, he hasn't played the same. I worry that his chances of playing for a top school are not as good as before his injury.
He got an injury. Interesting.
Do you know Connie Watson?
Yes, we've been in a few classes together. I think she was dating Jake Rogers.
Oh. Interesting. He thinks she was dating him. But what she said Jake was a creep. And basically did not seem to feel bad that he died. Or, you know. Sorry, not that he... I mean, he did die, but that he was killed.
What can you tell me about Daryl Gray?
He's very popular, and a good politician, too. Just like his father.
Like his father?
Like his father?
I hear he was a great politician, but not a very good businessman. I think his company went bankrupt a few years ago.
What a super weird question to ask someone. Hey, you know the kid who got murdered? Do you know his locker combo? I'm so normal.
Do you know the combination to Jake Rogers' locker?
I'm sorry, Nancy. I can't help you with that.
Okay.
See ya.
I must go now, Nancy.
I said bye first. Is this like during the school day? This has to be like after school, right?
Hey, Nancy, need something?
Have you seen any of those weird messages on the bulletin boards?
Yes, and if I catch the guy who's doing it, he's going to be in big trouble. I bet it's the same person who keeps on setting off the soda machine alarm.
Soda machine alarm? We heard about that. That's on one of the messages.
I guess that comes with the territory of being school monitor.
Normally it's not this hectic. When I figure out who's been pulling all these pranks.
How well do you know Daryl Gray?
I wish I knew him better. He's the only guy I'd ever consider dating. He's student council president, holds a cool job at a diner called Maxine's,
Cool
and drives
job.
a Seaback X80.
Drives a sports car and works at a diner? That doesn't compute.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Daryl's family was rich and used to throw major parties all the time, but not anymore.
Yeah, I see in chat soda machine alarm. There was I'm trying to look through my notes. Yeah, there was one message that said grape orange cool will play the alarm in the school. So it seems like for some reason if you do a certain combination on the soda machine, it will turn on the school alarm, which is kind of hilarious. Like, maybe we just unplug that machine. Yeah, the only guy I would consider dating. Didn't I hear you were dating Jake?
Didn't I hear you were dating Jake?
Hey, a girl can make a mistake, can't she?
Okay.
Do you know Hal Tanaka?
Not very well. He's an exchange student from Japan and a total workaholic. He told me he's trying to get more scholarships for college. Lately, he's been looking really burnt out. I think the pressure's getting to him.
What pressure?
I guess it's a big deal for his family that he get into a good school on a free ride.
What do you know about Hulk Sanchez?
He's a big jock on campus. Never dated him or anything.
Yeah, she said she wanted to date Daryl, the guy who works at the diner and who was like aggressively flirting with us. There. I mean, Hector was also aggressively flirting with us. All right,
I'll let you go.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah, but she said Daryl was the only guy she would consider dating. And then we said, didn't I hear you dated Jake? And she didn't deny that, but she said it was a mistake.
How's it going?
What can you tell me about Connie Watson?
She hangs out at the gym a lot. I heard she's been having a real tough time.
Tough time?
I heard she's been having some money problems.
Do you know Hal Tanaka?
That dude is always studying. He's a huge fan of mine. Real smart guy. But I never understood why a brain like Tanaka would hang out with slime like Jake.
He was a friend of Jake's?
Hal was a friend of Jake's?
Let's just say I saw them talking together a lot. Jake's locker was right next to Hal's.
But they weren't really friends, is that what you're saying?
Jake didn't really have friends, and Hal, he may seem pretty chill, but I've seen him crack a couple of times. He's seriously uptight.
Crack a couple of times.
He's got a temper, a bad one. He lets the pressure build and build until he's wound so tight the slightest thing sets him off. Like last week, I strike him out during gym, and he goes ballistic and charges the mound. He's got some serious issues. Now that I think of it, last time I saw them together, Hal seemed pretty upset.
And his locker's right next to Jake's. So if anyone would know, possibly, Jake's combo, it would be Hal. He could have, like, you know, snuck a peek.
What can you tell me about Daryl Gray?
He seems like a cool guy. His family used to sponsor the annual football awards dinner until last year. You know, he's the one who found Jake's body.
Oh. Okay.
I'm really sorry you got injured. Does that affect your chances of playing college ball?
I had a little sprain, no big deal. Within a week, I was better than before, and impressing the football scouts. I'm as strong as ever.
Goodbye.
Later.
Later. I totally believe you. Okay. So let's go talk to Daryl.
What can I do for you?
Okay, we're just gonna open with that.
Didn't I hear that you found Jake's body?
Yeah, I did. The student council president gets keys to the school. We had an early morning council meeting and I found him lying there. It was the worst thing I ever experienced in my life. And I really don't want to think about it right now.
See you later.
Take care.
It was the worst thing I ever experienced in my life. See you later! I wonder if the schedule is back here. I don't think we can't get in there. Ooh. Okay, wait. These are... Oh, it's really hard for me to see the green on here. Okay, so it says... Oh, gosh. Is this SHI or is it... Oh, I didn't look. I see Daryl has his own burger. He does! The Daryl. That's really funny. Cowabubble ice cream sundae. The garbage disposal. Fishy wishy. Anchovy heaven. Doesn't have quite the same ring as shrimp heaven now. Anchovy heaven on rye. Why do they have Michigan Delight? You're in Florida. I'm looking at the other screen that I have up because I can see the green better on it. I see in chat we had a trash compactor pizza as a Star Wars special at Alamo Draft House before. That's amazing. Okay, so this spells out his. The red letters spell out his. The green letters spell out our. Well, it's O-U-R-N-A. O-U-R-N-A. And then, so his something. But there's a green J in the appetizers. Oh, I was not looking at that. Okay, and then there's a green L as well. Thank you for pointing that. So it's his journal. His journal is my cash cow. And then, almost forgot, XE, that's Xenon, I think, R3. Okay. I don't want to spend money. I don't know if I need it for something else. Okay, that's just looking. I guess he did work here. I was like, how did he do this on the menus? But he did work here.
Hi, Nancy.
Okay.
I found a notepad in the library that seems like a message from Jake.
Really? Tell me more.
It says, "Things to remember me," and seems to give clues about the answer to my fate lies in a box.
This is the best lead we've had. I think I could break the case. Follow whatever directions he gave to find this box. His journal could be in there. Excellent work, Nancy Drew. But remember, you need to keep a low profile and be careful.
See in chat, I forgot he was just loitering at the diner. Yeah, he's just
Bye-bye.
here.
See you later.
He's just hanging out while we're doing everything. Okay, we might have to try. Why hasn't this been cleaned up yet? Like, there's several tables that haven't been cleaned up. I know seem to be the only person here. But oh my god. They let me come back here? That shouldn't be allowed, but I'm not gonna bring attention to it. Ooh.
Looks like something was removed here.
Yeah, it does. Okay. We have another coded message. Cow mooing sound. What the hell is this music? It's so distracting. C E K triple E Then I H I G M. Then HCY. HCY. RY. SG. TNY. And then our little other code is TEL3. Okay, so someone took the thing that was there. Two, Maxine, Daryl, Carl, Yuli, and Mel from Jake Rogers. Closing procedure. Maxine wanted me to write a memo describing the finer points of closing the diner. Some people think there are some secrets to the process, but it couldn't be easier. After totaling out the cash register, the cashier brings the cook the receipts to store in the potato bin. The cook also needs to check the life expiration dates on all foods and throw expired ones out. The cashier and cook get all food crumbs off of the counter. The cook preps all condiments for the next day. All surfaces are washed so they're bright and shiny. And then we have these mysterious numbers down here. 1.3, 8.9, 6.7, 4.4, 5.4, 4.4, 12.5, 4.9, 8.5, 13.6, 4.6, 10.8, 14.5, and then 4.10. And HGL3. Okay. Can we go any further? I wonder if we can look in the potato bin. I even know where that is. It was just such a specific call out, but I don't think we can move anywhere else in here. All right. Oops. All right. I wonder if we can call Ned and talk to him further.
Hi, Nancy.
Nope, I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Bye, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. Bye, Nancy. Okay. So we have all these codes. Some of them, I don't know what they do, or like how to figure them out. Maybe we try. We got 2 different codes for the soda machine. We won't do the alarm one, but we have one that says cool, cool, pop, spot, grape. So, cool, cool, pop, spot, grape. An Easter egg! Oh my god, we got 90 coins now. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's another thing. There are literal Easter eggs in these games that you can find and collect. Okay. I know, I see that's so many quarters. It is. I don't want to set the alarm off. I don't think there's any reason for that right now. There was, is it here? Was it? No. So where were those other messages? No. There's ones that I didn't write down, and I was like, we'll come back to these later. No, there wasn't anything on here that I could look at. Okay, student files under lock and key will show the lives of the doctor to be. That has to be about Hal. And I feel like since we got a key to the teacher's lounge, it probably will be in the teacher's lounge. Is this the one? Yes, okay. This is nowhere to turn, nowhere to hide. Let the books in the library be your answer guide. Is it a symbol of kanji worn with great pride reflects big secrets that someone must hide. That's talking about Connie. No, I see. Wait, is he actually wearing scrubs? I was gonna make a joke about it. I was like, wait, no, it's gotta just be a V-neck. Yeah, he's not actually wearing scrubs. He's wants to become a doctor. And then this is the one that's really hard because it's like mirrored and flipped upside down. I wonder if I take a picture with my phone and flip it, if that'll be easier to read. Let's try it. If I can figure out how to Oops. No. No, I don't want to do that. Go away. I used to know. I've done this before. Taking a picture then flipping it, but now I'm like, I have absolutely no idea how to. Oh, is that it? There we go. Okay, it says he did what it took to make the grade, even if it meant cheating to keep up his charade. Okay. That also sounds like it could be about Hal. I'm thinking it's Hal. Because his whole thing is studying very hard to try to make those scholarships. And that he's like burning out. And then there was that other note that said the student files under lock and key will show the lies of the doctor to be. So maybe it's on file or something that he cheated.
How's it going?
I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
I wonder if we can get Hal. I say this as if I know for sure that Hal like knows the combo. Okay, yeah. Connie told me you study too hard. Is that true?
Connie told me you study too hard. Is that true?
Connie doesn't know my study habits. I can handle my studies. I'm behind in my studies and I must get back to the library.
No!
Bye, Nancy.
No. No, we're not ending that conversation.
Hulk said your locker's right next to Jake's. Are you sure you don't know the combination?
I remember one day Jake was mad because he couldn't open his locker. He told me he wished I had a phone handy. Will that help?
See you later.
Farewell, Nancy.
He said he wished he had his phone handy. It's gotta be like a word. And then the numbers correspond to it. Do you think it's his name? Do you think it's 5253? That would be funny. Oops, I passed it. Oops, I passed it. Just to keep going. Oops, I passed it. Oops, I passed it. 5, 2, 5, 3. Oh my god, it literally is his name. I was like, I guess his name is 4 letters. Why not? Let's try it. I really wasn't expecting it to work. Okay. Yeah, Chet and Nancy just pacing back and forth in front of the locker like, oops, oops, oops. It's empty. English essays through the ages. Treatise on etiquette by Prentice Rutherford. And then there's a torn piece of paper. That was actually probably bookmarking it now that I think about it. Judo today. New judo trends. Tournament winners. Holds and throws with style. Facing opponents with skill. Paseo del Mar, Florida. Masked marauder flattens foes. Onlookers and participants alike were stunned when an unknown last-minute entry swept the competition and won Paseo del Mar's 5th annual men's judo tournament this month. Wearing a cloth mask to conceal his identity, the winner, who identified himself only as Nenenko. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Oh gosh, I hope that's not anything we need to look at. Sorry, that looked like a code right there, and I was like, I cannot read that. It is too small. Impressed the crowd with his quickness and control, defeating opponents well outside his weight class. Such excitement, and his incredible throwing techniques will make next year's competition even more of a threat. Will the mask man returned? Uh-oh. The ED looked like it got moved over there by accident. That's very funny that it's like this unknown participant and we just let him in. They wouldn't show it. He wouldn't show us his face and we were like, okay. Ooh, there was something about the paper. What was it? Find the morning edition and discover another crime. The answer is in black and white. To who will do the time? Break-in at local pharmacy. Paseo County Police responded to a break-in at the drug station pharmacy on 80th Street in the early morning hours yesterday. Whoever it was knew exactly what they were looking for, the police chief Tachtik. They broke into the building through the back window, took the drugs, and were out through minutes. According to the report, several vials of Hectinol were taken. We were just lucky that no other damage was done to the store, said owner Steve. How is there a quarter hidden in the newspaper? Said the owner, Stephen Oitenta. The alarm report came into police headquarters at 2 a.m. on Thursday morning. Police responded and were on the scene within 20 minutes. A broken window was spotted immediately, but the thief had already left the scene. Anyone with information concerning this crime, should contact Paseo County Police Department headquarters. Is that the only thing? Why can't we look at the fun guide? Yeah, in the chat about the masked man at the judo competition. He presumably paid to enter the competition, so it's fine. Totally not weird to have an unknown person punching folks regardless. Exactly. Okay.
That's for teachers only.
But I have a key.
Until you can show me some teaching credentials, you're not allowed in.
That's for teachers only. A quarter. No. Okay. I thought I was gonna turn back. Was there really nothing on this? No, there was this one. Was that the only thing? The chat, I see Connie, please. This is a murder investigation. But she doesn't know that. She doesn't know we're investigating. Okay. I wonder. Actually, do you think this one? I realized that there was a vending machine in here too. Do you think this one works? If we do the cool pop spot grape. Nope. What if we do? Nope. Okay. It's only that other one. I wonder if we set off, because she was really pissed about how there was someone setting off the alarm. And she wants to catch who does it. So if we set it off.
Good job, Nancy. Better tell Connie to come fix it.
Okay, so it's not the school alarm, it's just an alarm on the machine. Unfortunately, he saw us do it. I wanted to blame it on him, trust
Why all
me.
the questions? What's going on with you, Nancy?
Someone set off the alarm on the soda machine again.
Someone.
Connie, the student monitor, to the rescue. Again.
Someone, who knows who could have done it. Ha 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 ha. I'm in. Tanaka.
This looks exactly like the one in Jake's locker.
He cheated! Can we look at anything else? No. Ooh. CLD2. Can we get in trouble if we stay in here for too long? But like, what if there's stuff? There's stuff. Gray. Daryl Gray. Mr. Gray. This is his dad. 500 million second quarter loss. Anticipate decreased spending over the next year. A missile guidance system. Most innovative developer of military hardware. Oops, that was money. What if I stole a donut? Nope, I just steal money from it. A trophy was not the only prize, but also many of a greater size. Ooh, AG. D1. Okay, trophy was not the only prize. In outboard. I don't know who any of those people are. Oh, I might have to come in here again later. Oh yeah, okay, I can't get on this right now. Okay, then CLD2. I totally wasn't in there, Connie. I see. Bye, Connie. We are teacher now. Okay. Is she here? Is she back yet? Or we probably have to leave before she'll come back. Hey, Hal.
You plagiarized your senior essay on etiquette, and Jake knew about it.
Yes, Nancy. I'm very ashamed. My family will be extremely unhappy about this terrible mistake I have made.
Mistake.
Somehow, Jake found out I copied that old essay. Then he blackmailed me into doing his homework for him.
Why did you copy the essay?
I had no other choice. My family won't let me stay in the United States unless I get a scholarship next year. I had to take extra courses to earn the scholarship. Before I realized what I had done, I was buried in work. I copied the essay because I was desperate.
What happened when Jake found out?
Jake demanded I do all his homework for the rest of the semester, or he would tell my family everything. What else could I do? My family was depending on me to succeed.
Were you desperate enough to kill him?
I was not happy about the situation, but I would never kill anyone. I value human life. Please don't tell anyone about this, I beg you. You will gain nothing if you do, and it would destroy my family if they knew what really happened. I regret what I have done. Please let me have this chance to become a doctor. I promise to make up for this mistake, even if it takes the rest of my life.
If you didn't kill Jake, do you have any idea who did?
When I delivered Jake's homework to him the other day, he mentioned being late for a meeting with Daryl Gray. It was very strange. I didn't know they were friends.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I see in chat, Jake has his family's contact info. I was like, how could he get in contact with their family? But at the same time, he's apparently been in the teacher's lounge. He's been everywhere, so, you know, I feel like he probably, if anyone could find out just like any student's like contact information, it would be Jake. It seems like.
Do you know why Jake had an empty video cassette case in his locker?
I didn't know Jake was interested in video. I avoided him whenever I could.
See you later.
Farewell, Nancy.
Farewell. Also, I saw the confesses immediately. Yeah, it was just too much. Apparently, the guilt. I am thinking that with that confession, we might end things here for the night. Let's see. Let's try one more time. If we can say anything at all to Ned.
Hi, Nancy.
Nope. I mean, we can't say something, but the only thing we can say is, I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Bye, Nancy.
Shepard? Rex? Well, we've got a lot of clues and little hints, some of which like gives us a direction, and some of these that I don't know what to do with these. Some of these we actually have like done and looked at already, but there's a couple of codes that we found that I haven't decoded yet, so we'll get to those next time, hopefully. Figure out what those say, what those mean, figure out what our next move is. I saw there was some more stuff to talk to Connie about, but I wanted her to just deal with the alarm, so I know we can talk to her again. And now that we know, since Hal just told us that when he last talked to Jake, Jake said something about going to meet up with Daryl, so we can ask Daryl about that. Especially since Daryl told us that he basically didn't know Jake, and Jake kept to himself, and they didn't talk at all. So that seems like that was a lie. And we don't really know, we haven't gotten anything so far about, like, Hector or Hulk. But yeah, a good start. I also see in chat ending the stream with "I gotta go" is appropriate, to be honest. It is. Alright, yeah, we'll save it as secrets. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot that they give you, like, they do, like, autosave at certain points. So you got second chance for the soda machine. Alright. Well, depending how things go, we could very well wrap this game up next time, which seems crazy, but like I said before, my first time through, I finished this in 4 hours, apparently. So, and I kind of remember how some of the puzzles go, but I don't remember who the actual culprit is. But it seems like Jake, just through all the messages, seems like Jake was, like, collecting blackmail on people. And I don't know if that was, like, in response to something, or if that's just how he was, and this is why no one likes him, because he's constantly blackmailing people. That seems like a good way to get people to not like you, if you're just blackmailing everyone. But, you know, we aren't here really to figure out why he was the way he was. He's dead. We can't ask him. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Let me actually make sure. Yeah, a week from now is July 3rd. I might have to think about if maybe we'll stream on Wednesday. Just because I live in one of those areas where people set off fireworks. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if people set off fireworks like the day before the 4th of July, because why not set it off on the day that's not actually the holiday? But we'll see. I'll think about it, and I'll, like, say something on social media about if I'm going to do Wednesday or Thursday next week. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited to get through all these games. I'm especially excited for the next few games because I haven't played them before, so they'll be pretty much new to me, and you'll get to see me, like, really struggle possibly with some of these puzzles. So let me switch over. All right, we'll be back sometime next week, so until then, bye-bye.